Welcome to the second video of this Building Interactive Website series, where we'll be learning the basic structure of HTML pages and what we actually need to start writing functional pages. Now, in case you missed the last episode where we set up our HTML coding environment, in short, you can either create a text file on your computer, save it as a .html file, and repeatedly refresh that file in the browser after making changes, or use the sandbox that I've provided, which can be found in the description of this video. For more details, you can look at the last video in the series, but right now, I'm assuming you've already set that up, so let's get started. So here I am in the sandbox, and the first necessary step to building a web page that we have to go over is called the doc type. The reason why the doc type is significant is because without it, the browser might not follow the official web standards defined by the W3C, which is the organization that creates all the rules. To prevent this from happening, you can simply type in a less than sign, exclamation mark, doc type, space, HTML, and then a greater than sign to finish it off. Now that we're finished discussing the doc type, the next element we're going to go over is the HTML element, which is basically the root element of the page that contains everything else inside of it. This includes both internal metadata hidden inside the page and content that the user can see. To write it in the sandbox, you can just do a less than sign and then HTML just like this, and then finish it off with a greater than sign. Note that in the sandbox, an ending tag, which is required for all of these tags that we're going to go over in this video, is automatically generated by the editor in the sandbox. But if you're working in a text file, you'll need to type this /HTML inside the less than and greater than signs manually, because it won't automatically generate it for you in Notepad or TextEdit. The next tag that we're going to add to this page is the head tag. The purpose of the head tag inside a web page is to hide internal details such as the title, the character set, some keywords for search engines and styles. We're only going to get to titles in this series, but it's good to know that the head tag can include other things as well. To create it, it's a similar process to the HTML tag. Simply type in less than sign, head, and then a greater than sign. You might have to add this ending tag manually. And then you can add a title tag inside of it, and then you can give it a descriptive title that describes your web page to other users. This is what will appear in this browser tab that appears in your browser at the top here. So it's important to name it something that's meaningful. I'm just going to call this one my first website because this is the first one we're creating in the series, and this is how you create a title inside a head element. The body element is the final element we'll go over in this video. In a nutshell, it basically contains all the content of the web pages, which is what users will see when they navigate to your page. Creating the body element is a similar process, just instead of typing head, title, or HTML, type body, and then you can expand it, and then you can type whatever you want inside of this body element, and when you run the code, it'll show up in the output. As of right now though, just with these tags alone, we can't really make complex looking web pages yet, but we'll get started on that in the next episode, which will go over more elements that are primarily related to formatting text. However, this is all for this episode, so thank you very much for watching.